Charlotte market update for December 2024. So the Charlotte region is where we're going to look at first, and that Charlotte region consists of all these counties that are highlighted in green. So let's get started. Charlotte region, and I'm going to just zoom this just a little bit so you can see we're going to start with the month supply of inventory. And this month's supply of inventory is what indicates whether it is a buyer's or a seller's market, right? So as you can see here, for the month of December, we had 2.3 months supply of inventory. So that's indicative that it's currently a buyer's market because there is more inventory than there are buyers, right? And you can see the same time, December 2023, it was actually less than 2 months of inventory. So we have more inventory now than we did same time last year. The other thing to look at is the average list price of the homes, just under 472,000. But one thing that's important here is the percent of original list price received, so 95%. So that means that if a house was listed on the market for like $100,000, then it actually sold for 95,000, right? So 95% of what the list price of the home is what it sold for. The days on market until sale, that's how long the home sat on the market on average until it went under contract, which you can see is up 15 days from December 2023, right? And then this 95 list to close, those are the number of days from the time the house went on the market to the time you went to the attorney's office and, signed over on all the paperwork, right? So this is what it looks like for the Charlotte region. Now let's go back and have a look at York County in particular, because that's the county that the area that I primarily serve. York County consists of these three areas: Lake Wylie, Rock Hill, and Fort Mill. So I'm going to look at the whole county report here. Again, this is for December 2024. Month supply and inventory. Typically, you'll see the York County stuff will follow Charlotte MSA. It's pretty close. Month supply and inventory, again, over 2 months. So indicative of a buyer's market. That was the same amount of inventory as you saw in the Charlotte MSA, and you can see the difference between December 24 to December 23, right? So it's gone up a little bit, 35%. The average list price just under 424,000, a little bit better of what the sale price or the sale price of the home is, a little bit, better, 95.6% as opposed to 95.1 for Charlotte. List to close, 89 days. Again, time that sign hits the yard to the time you're at the closing attorney table signing the paperwork. And homes sat on the market for 45 days, which is actually average. It's average for about 45 days for houses to sit on the market until it goes under contract. I know that those of us that are remembering COVID, you could barely have the sign on the yard, but we're getting back to like a normalizing point, right? So we're getting a little bit more stable. So 45 days on the market. So York County, that's kind of what you can expect for number of days to be on the market until it goes under contract. Now I want to talk about showings. So let's look at the showings report. So you saw the number of days on the market, but I think it's always interesting to look at the number of showings that happen over a period of time, right? So we're going to look at the Charlotte MSA, and this report is showing you how many showings we had in the month of December, right? So the month of December, of course, they went down from previous month. That's understandable. Christmas, holidays, travel, family, not a lot of people are going to go look at houses. So from December to November, they went down 19%. But one thing I want you to see is the year over year, right? So the showings actually went up 3.5% from same time last year. This second column, the buyer interest, that shows of the homes that were shown, what percentage of interest, because the buyers can indicate, yes, I'm interested in that house, or no, I'm not interested. So that went down 7.5%, and it also went down 14% from last year. So let's go down a little bit here so you can kind of just see how the graph, kind of trends. There you go. So buyer interest gone down a little bit. And usually I will show you York County as well, but it typically follows, the Charlotte one. So year over year, we had more showings than the same time last year, but you see went down 22%, the total number of showings, and the buyer interest 12%. So if you are interested in having these report sent over to you, just leave a comment, state your name. I will get in touch with you, get your email address, and I will send these reports over. So I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you next month.